Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing a creepy collab hosted by Mini Mori on Instagram and YouTube. I'll admit, I really didn't know what to do for this one. I tried a few designs and landed on big frickin' mouth. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of sculpting today. I'm even gonna give her a bonus mini mouth inside the big one. So let's go. First things first, she needs a cozy sweater. That's right, we're not starting with the doll. I used a Teeny Tinker's pattern. Check them out on YouTube. They have a great knit along video. It's a pretty basic pattern, just knitting and purling, but I still screwed it up about 4 times. Because I wanted it to be perfect, so I was a bit hard on myself while knitting it. After getting the body done, I had to knit sleeves onto the sides directly. I've never done this before, so it was a little bit daunting. Well enough, so all I had to do was zip up the side seams. And then added a collar, and you have a comfy sweater. Onto the doll. I chose this Barbie Besties Renee doll. She's really cute, and I hate what I'm about to do. Oh well, let's get prepping. First, her hair has to go. Then her face. I guess I could have left it, but I wanted a blank canvas and to catalog her face sculpt for my friends. I then scraped the hair plugs into her head. I didn't bother pulling them out of the neck hole this time. Using a pencil, I lightly marked where to cut. Then donned my cut-safe glove, and with a new blade in my X-Acto knife began the surgery. Oh lord, I don't want her head flopping everywhere, and I want a cavity look, so I filled in her head with hot glue. The mini mouth needs a wire base, so I went ahead and untwisted a paper clip for that. Then it's on to epoxy sculpt. This is a 2-part epoxy clay that hardens over time by a chemical reaction. Toxic when mixing, so wear gloves. I then started sculpting the mini mouth, which I unfortunately don't have a lot of good footage of. For the teeth I use cat claws, much like Dull Motion does, and then place it in the open cavity. Time for paint! Yep, we're doing this in stages. Using browns, reds, and copper, I painted the back cavity. Then with pink and peach I painted the mouth. On top of all that, I put a dark brown wash to make it more grody. And then covered it in Mod Podge to protection. For the teeth of the big mouth, I wanted something more durable, so I used Clay. See? Nice teethies. Completely forgetting my plan for this, I started sculpting the inner cheeks. Then I remembered to cover the painted pieces with plastic wrap for protection, and I started on the lower jaw. Add the teeth. Then did the same with the upper jaw. And then paint it all again in much the same way. I decided to only blush her ears this time. None of her body is going to be showing anyway. I made these wefts for a different doll, and I've set that aside for now. But I don't want them to go to waste, so our girl's going to be a redhead. I painted the top of her head red, and then marked where I planned for the hair to go. While gluing, I completely ignored those marks and did something else. I went with a half up, half down style instead. She needs a headband, so I embedded a flat wire into this fluffy fabric. Then I added fuzzy cat ears. After attaching, I glued a bunch of bows all over her hair. Let's unwrap her. Cute! I'm going to make 2 gathered skirts, a butterfly one, and then underneath a rainbow tulle petticoat. I wanted her to have fuzzy socks, so I made this pattern from her feet and then cut them out of an actual fuzzy sock that came out of the package with holes in it. Damn it, Amazon. Still cute though. I got these keychains online for a pretty penny, but they fit great with the socks on the doll, so let's use them. They just need to be painted in pastel colors. I then struggled for a while to use embroidery floss as laces. I eventually got it off camera and added bows. Remember this box? It's the bead collection Maud sent me. I'm sure we can find some fun stuff in here. Using tiny seed beads, I made a necklace. And then with slightly bigger beads, I made another. And that's it, she's done. This was a huge project for me. It took a lot of time, and I really had to up my sculpting game. But I really like how she turned out. I think I've really improved. I think I'll put her on my Etsy shop if any of you are interested in adopting her. But this is a great time. Make sure to check out my partners on Instagram and YouTube. You should be able to find us all under the same hashtag, #CCDollCollab26. That's all for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Bye for now.